Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. Let's start. I cannot wait because we only have 1 hour. Okay, let's start. Let me share the tutorial. Please open your tutorial if you already download it. Just keep in front of your table, and also make sure you have your calculator with you. Okay. Okay. Okay, let's start. Okay, so this is the question. I already uploaded it in the e-learn yesterday. Okay, first question. Consider the game represented the table below, where player one chooses the row and player two chooses the column. Okay, it's about swerve or don't swerve. Find all the pure Nash equilibrium strategy profile if this game, for this game, if t is more than 0. When they are saying pure strategy Nash equilibrium, you need to make sure you only take the equilibrium that exists in the game. Okay, exists in the game, especially in the matrix form. Okay, you do not need to reconsider about mixed strategy yet if they did not ask you to do it. Okay, so for this game, okay, let's say, okay, I'm going to call someone. Let me call, want to call a new name. Kayan, Chi Kayan.
Yes, okay.
Hello, Kayan or Kayan, girl?
Kayan.
Kayan, okay, good. Can you talk louder, please, girl?
Yeah, can.
Thank you. Okay, good afternoon, girl.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Okay, so for this game, let's say now t is more than 0. Okay, they're asking to find the Nash strategy equilibrium if t is more than 0. Okay, first of all, we choose player one. Player one playing row or column, girl?
Play role.
Correct. We're playing row. So if player one choose between serve or do not serve, which one it will be choose? Is it choosing 0 or t? If the
Um,
case t is more than 0.
if t is more than zero, you will choose t.
Choose what? Can you talk louder, girl? I cannot hear you.
You will choose t.
We will choose t, correct or not?
Yeah.
Okay, how about if we are choosing between swerve and down swerve for the second game, -1 and -2, which one they will be choose?
-1.
-1. Okay, so now if we look at the player one, okay, we look at the player one playing swerve or do not swerve. If the player one, we look at the player two, it's not player one. Player two, they'll play column, correct or not?
Yes.
Okay, first of all, let's look on the swerve between 0 and -1. Between 0 and
Zero.
-1, which one they will choose?
Zero.
Huh?
Zero.
Kayan? Okay, so okay, Kayan. Okay, thank you so much, Kayan. Okay, let's look. So first of all, you need to write, we first play as player one. Okay, so if the opponent swerve, okay, if the opponent means player two swerve, our best strategy is not swerve as 0 is more than t. Sorry, 0 is less than t. It means t is more than 0. What? Okay, so our best strategy is not swerve. The second one, if the opponent does not serve, if opponent now choose to do not serve, our best strategy will be is to swerve, because -1 is far more better than -2. That is for player one. Okay. Now, if we play as player 2, if the opponent will choose swerve, okay, we only have the choices either to swerve or do not swerve for player 2. Let's say if the opponent choose to swerve, so it means that between 0 and -1, we need to choose, we will choose, sorry, again. Now we play as player 2. If the opponent choose to swerve, okay, our best strategy is not swerve because 0 is more than 1. 1 is more than 0. 0 is less than 1. That's what I mean. Okay. 0 is less than 1. So definitely we will choose higher payoff, which is do not swerve. Now, if the opponent does not swerve, our best strategy between -1 and -2 is -1. Correct or not? So when we consider for both strategy of play by using player 1 and player 2, we found out we have two Nash equilibria. Okay, one is when player 1 choose between 0 and 3, definitely you will choose T, and between -1 and -2, definitely they will choose -1. Next, for player 2, between between 0 and 1, definitely we choose 1. And between -1 and -2, definitely we will choose -2. So if you look here, we have two Nash equilibria, which is one is T and -1, another one is -1 and 1. Okay, this is how you need to do when you want to find Nash equilibrium. So this is for question number 1A. Okay. Don't worry, after we do discussion, I will send you the complete answer for every tutorial. Okay, next. That is the answer for all pure strategy if T is more than 0. Now I want you, did anyone already done? Find all the pure strategy if T is less than 0. I will give you around 2 minutes. 2 minutes, then I'll call someone. Okay, 2 minutes. Now it's 12:10. I will start to call one of the students of on 12:11 or 12:12. Okay, so the time is yours. Please do now. Okay, so I'll call someone. Let me call Jason. Are you there?
Yes, doctor.
Morning, Jason.
Morning, doctor.
Sorry, afternoon only. Okay. What is the value? What is there any pure strategy if game is less? T is less than 0.
Yes, there's one pure.
Bob, can you talk louder a bit?
Yes, doctor.
Yes.
One pure strategy.
One pure strategy. Which one?
Serve and don't serve.
Serve and don't serve. It is -1 and 1.
Yes.
Okay. What happened if T is less than 0 for the player 1?
Yes.
If
T less
opponent choose swerve, is it they will choosing 0 or T?
0.
0 because higher payoff, right?
Yes.
If opponent choose don't swerve,
You choose -1.
-1. Very good. If player 1, now we back to player 2. If player 1 choose swerve, player 2 will choose 0 or 1.
1.
1. -1 and -2. Which one?
-1.
-1. So the only left pure strategy is -1 and 1. Clear, right?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, Jason.
Thank you, doctor.
So let's look. Jason's value is correct. -1 and 1. Okay, -1 and 1. Good, Jason. Good. Okay, let's look for the question number C. Anyone already do question number C? Hawa? Hawa Rizwan? Ada kat sana kah? Okay, she Do not talk. Okay, so I'll give extra to another 2 minutes. 12:15, we will discuss question number C. The time is yours. For this question, we are not looking at the pure strategy anymore. Since already know, it already state that if t is more than 0, there is a mixed strategy equilibrium. Strategy profile that is not that is not a pure strategy Nash equilibrium. Find it and find the payoff. So basically, this is about mixed strategy. We already know we have two pure strategy, and we definitely know if there is none, any of the equilibrium, there will be at least one in the mixed strategy. Now they ask you to do on mixed strategy. Okay, I'll give you around 2 minutes. Then I'll call someone. Okay, so I will try to call. Okay, no Sohaili. Sohaili, are you there?
Yes, doctor.
Hi, Sohaili. Good morning. Good afternoon. Morning. Okay. Sohaili, for this question, if we want to solve using mixed strategy, what is the first step?
Cari probability.
Cari probability. You need to find probability. So what you should put for player 1 and player 2? For this case, example for this case, what you should put for swerve and do not swerve? Sohaili?
Yes.
So let we put this one as P and 1 minus P. Correct or not?
Betul.
Betul kan?
Yeah, yeah.
For player 2, what do we put?
For player tu, satu.
If you already put here P and 1 minus P, we can put anything here. Let's say Q and 1 minus Q. Betul tak? Next, what is the second step?
Lepas tu kira guna column punya numbers.
Okay, macam mana nak guna column punya numbers, adik? So example, 1 minus, kita ada P, betul tak? Okay, tak apa. Kamu bersama-sama saya, kita solve this one. Okay. First of all, we need to choose P and 1 minus P. Another one, Q and 1 minus Q, betul tak? Hello, Swahili? Swahili ada kat sana ke?
Ada.
Okay, good. So, let the probability of player 1 choosing swap as P and 1 minus P. So, it's correct. Swahili tell us the correct step 1. So, next, Swahili, we need to find the expected payoff, right? So how are we going to find the expected payoff? It's easy. What do you do? Because this is on player 1. So when P must minus times with what? 0, right?
Times with 0.
0, right? Then we need to plus. Plus with what? 1 minus P times with T. Correct or not?
0.
Huh? No. The first one, kita dah darab P darab kosong. Betul tak? P darab kosong. Betul tak?
Betul.
Okay. Then kita kena tambah. Then we need to add 1 minus P times T. Faham tak? This one. 0 times P plus negative 1 minus P1. This is we are doing for expected payoff of player 2 when choose to swerve. Macam tadi kan kita tengok we look at between 0 and negative 1, correct or not? Balik. Now what we need to do, we just need to put the probability to find the expected probability. Understand or not?
Tak clear. Apa dia?
Tak clear? Maksud saya, apa yang saya beritahu tak clear ke?
Tadi.
Yang tadi, okay. Tak apa, pergi balik ke atas. Okay. Previously, when we look at T more than 0, for the question number A, for finding the pure strategy, right? Sorry? Okay, when we play as player 1, if opponent choose swerve, okay, if opponent choose swerve, we will choose our best strategy is not swerve. Betul tak?
Betul?
Betul. Kedua, when we play, the opponent play don't swerve, our best strategy is to play
To play
don't
don't.
swerve. Betul tak?
Ah.
Ini clear tak?
Clear.
Hello? If now we want to find what is the pure strategy when we play as player 2, okay? If player 1 choose swerve, we will choose what? Definitely we will choose not swerve. Betul?
Betul.
Ini sebab kita ada menggunakan pure. Okay, we are using pure strategy. Next, if the opponent does not swerve. Now, if opponent does not swerve, we will choose between -1 and -2, which is -1. Betul tak?
Betul.
That's why our best strategy is on two Nash equilibria, which is T -1 and -1 and 1. But if we look on the mixed strategy, we need to randomize all the strategy by player 1 and player 2. Boleh? Suhaili?
Boleh.
Okay. So that's why if you look here, when T is more than 0, that is mixed strategy, Nash equilibrium strategy profile. That is not a pure strategy equilibrium. We need to find it and find the payoff to each player in this equilibrium. So let the probability of player 1 choosing to swerve, okay, choosing to swerve as P1 and choosing not to swerve as 1 minus P1. So it means that this will be P and this will be 1 minus P. Okay. So next, then the expected payoff of player 2. Okay. Expected payoff of player 2 when choosing to swerve. When choosing to swerve, it means between 0 and -1. Okay, expected payoff. That's why we need to choose between 0 and -1. So what we need to do is 0 times with P1. We randomize the strategy. Plus -1 times with 1 minus P1. When you solve this one, 0 times P1 is already finished. We only have -1 plus P1. So I rearrange it. So it will be P1 minus 1. Faham tak Suhaili?
Faham.
Faham? Okay, thank you Suhaili. So next, we also need to know what will be the expected payoff of player 2 when choose not to swerve. So when player 2 not choose to swerve, it's between 1 and -2. So what we need to do is 1 times with P1 plus -2, 1 minus P1, which we will get 3P1 minus 2. Okay, 3P1 minus 2. So when you want to find the expected payoff, under both conditions should be equal. Under both conditions should be equal. So P1 minus 1 equals to 3P1 minus 2. When you rearrange it, you will get 1 over 2 or 0.5. So if here, for the player 1, we already know this is 0.5. Definitely don't swerve also 0.5 because 1 minus P1 is 1 over 2 also. Okay. Next, we need to do the same thing when we want to look at the expected playoff of player 1. Now, let player 2 choose to swerve. Okay. Choose to swerve. Player 2 choose to swerve. In this case, I put this one as P2 and 1 minus P2. Actually, it's up to you, whatever that you want to use. If player 2 choose to swerve, okay, to swerve, our P2 will be between 0 and T. So Sorry. Okay. So what will be is when let the probability of player 2 choosing to swerve is P2 and choosing not to swerve is 1 minus P2. Then the expected payoff of player 1 when choosing to swerve is 0 times P2. Okay, plus negative 1, 1 minus P2, which will get P2 minus 1. Next, the expected payoff of player 1 when choosing not to swerve is T times P2 plus negative 2, 1 minus P2, which will get TP2 plus 2P2 minus 2. You can rearrange it back. This is a very simple linear algebraic expression. T plus 2 in the bracket times P2 minus 2. Then, as usual, you can just make it the expected payoff under both conditions should be equal. So, what we get? P2 minus 1 equals to, in the bracket, T plus 2, P2 minus 2, which will get, if you rearrange it, P2, the probability of P2 here, will get 1 over T plus 1. You will get in the expression T plus 1 because if you look on the player 1, we only have T in the first column. It means to reflect to the expected payoff of player 1. That's why we get for player expected the value of pay expected probability for player 2 we get in terms of T. Okay, it's easy. So P2 equals to 1 over T plus 1. So when we want to find the Nash equilibrium, player 1 choose to serve with probability 1 over 2 and not to choose and choose not to swerve with probability 1 over 2 because we already get 0.5 and 0.5. Okay, the payoff of player 1 in this equilibrium will be, after you get the payoff, you can insert back. You can look back at our slide how we can get the payoff in the equilibrium. Okay, for player 1. So the payoff of player 1, when you insert back all the probability into the value of each value of the player 1 and you add together, you will get the payoff of the player 1 will be negative T over T plus 1. You can try to do and you can refer back to the slide last week, Friday. Okay, player 2 choose to swerve with probability 1 over T plus 1. This is what we get. And choose not to swerve with T over T plus 1 because we need to understand, you just make it 1. Let's say P is 1 over T plus 1. If you want to find the P1 minus P1, you just take the 1 minus with T1 over T plus 1. You just solve a simple fractions. You will get T over T plus 1. If any one of you cannot get still did not get the point, you can refer back to me. I can show you step by step. Okay. The payoff of player 2 in this equilibrium will be negative 1 over 2. Still the same after you get the probability of P2 and 1 minus P2. Next, what you should do is you need to substitute back all the value according to the value of player 2. And finally, the payoff that we get for player 2 in this equilibrium will be negative 1 over 2. Okay, negative 1 over 2. So this is how you should do for mixed strategy. Okay, you need to randomize and need to know what will be the expected probability for the opponent. Then you can substitute back after you get all the expected probability, you can substitute back the payoff on particular player 1 or player 2. Basically, this question, I purposely do this tutorial today because this is type of the question will coming out in the mid-semester. Okay, in the mid-semester or in your test. Because this is example, this is a particularly I take a quiz, the question, the exact question that I give to the student on last year game theory batch. Okay, so It is easy. If you understand the concept, definitely you know how to do it. Okay, that's the important point. If you did not get, you still have any question query, we can have a different small groups discussion if you want. Okay, just let me know when, then I will try to squeeze my schedule. That's all. Okay, so this is how. Oh, what happened? Okay, so next, let's look on the question number D. See, even for one question, it already take us around 30 minutes. Okay. In a mixed strategy with T equals to 2. Okay, T equals to 2. Now they already give the value. T as 2. Which player is more likely to swerve? If if T equals to 2, which player get the higher expected payoff? Which player equilibrium mixed strategy depend on T? So that for your information, last year batch for this overall only for the first question I give them around 10 marks. I contribute around 30% from the 2 questions I give for midterm, and believe me, from 18 students, only 8 students get full marks. The rest mostly get 0 or 1 or 2 marks only. So you really need to be focused if you want to score in game theory, because it's definitely will test your knowledge, your basic understanding, and also your linear algebraic fundamental knowledge. Okay, so I will try to give this one. That's why I give this one last week so that you can have go through and start to do it. Okay, in a mixed strategy, for this question D, I will give around 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Now 12:33. We will meet back around let's meet back around 12:30. I give you 7 minutes. Try to do it. I'll call someone afterwards. Thank you. Okay. So let me call someone. Vanessa, are you there?
Yes, doctor.
Hi, Vanessa. Good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon, doctor.
Okay, so for the first question, when T is equals to 2, we already said T equals to 2. Which player is more likely to serve? Is it player 1 or player 2?
I think player 1 is more
Why?
likely to
Why?
because
Okay,
if
let's
we
go.
see
Wait, let's go back to the table. Okay, now T is equals to 2. Okay, so can you explain why you are choosing player 1?
because I looked at the probability.
Probability? Because here, question number D, okay, or in the probability of T equals to 2, huh? So basically you do on the expected probability, is it? Okay,
Yeah.
so then if you already do which one is more likely, you already say player 1. Next, which player get higher expected payoff?
Player 2.
Player 2. What is the value?
For player 1, it's negative 2 over 3. Player 2 is negative 1 over 2.
Negative 2 over 3, and player 1 is 1 over 3.
Player 1 is negative 2 over 3. Player
Okay, negative 2 over 3, correct.
2
For player, sorry, for player
is
2,
negative 1 over 2.
negative 1 over 2. Okay, so the solutions still the same using the mix. Thank you, Vanessa.
Thank you.
Okay, so the solution, if T equals to 2, player 1 solve with the probability 1 over 2, and player 2 solve with the probability negative 1 over T plus 1 equals to 1 over 3. So player 1 is more likely to solve, correct? Vanessa answer is correct. Second, besides, in the equilibrium, the payoff of player 1 is negative T1 over T plus 1 equals to negative 2 over 3. And the expected player 2 is -1/2. So player 2 gets the higher expected payoff in the equilibrium. Player 2 equilibrium mix strategy depend on T. Okay, if we already know expected player for expected value of player 2 definitely will depend on the value of T. Okay, so good. So next, continue for next question. By the way, for today I would like to continue until question number 2A. Then we will continue again on on the first lecture on Friday. After that, we continue for second lecture on the second half, the second hour of the lecture will continue with next lecture. Okay. Okay, let's look another interesting question. This question I purposely took from one of the final exam that I've given to the student, I think on 2018. This is final year final exams question. Definitely an easy question, but if you do not understand how you can do it, you definitely will not get any marks. Okay, so interesting story. Samsung and Nokia are two well-known companies which serve the same telecommunications market. They have a constant average of $2 per unit handphones produced. The firm can choose either a high price or a low price for their output. When both set a high price, total demand equals to 10,000 units, which is split evenly between the two firms. When both set a low price, the total demand is 18,000, which will split again evenly. If one of the firms set a low price and the other one set a high price, the low price firm sells 15,000 units and high price only sells for 2,000 units. Analysis the pricing decision of two firms as non-cooperative. They does not have any agreement. Okay, non-cooperative game. Analyze the pricing decision of two firms as a non-cooperative game. First, do the normal matrix representation. Construct the payoff matrix where the element of each cell in the matrix are two firm profit. It means if you want to find the total profit equivalent to total revenue minus total cost. I'll give all of you around 5 minutes. No need to 5 minutes. We just do within. Oh, this is already have the solutions. I will give you around 5 minutes. Try to do first. I'll call someone. Anybody already done the question number 2? Maybe do as a homework. We can straight away to have discussion. Maybe I'll try to ask someone. Wang Xiu-san, are you there?
Yes, doctor.
Hi, girl. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, doctor.
Okay, did you already done this question or are you going to do it?
I'm just drafting.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Thank you, girl. Thank you. Okay, I'll give around 2 minutes first. Maybe we'll start at 12:48. Okay. So I would like to call Yap Sin Yi. Are you there?
Yes, doctor.
Okay, how are you, girl? Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. I'm doing good.
Okay, give me. Did you already finish the matrix?
Yes.
What do you get?
I get Samsung is the leader and the Nokia is the follower.
Very good.
For high and high, I will get each of it is 40K.
Very good.
And for Samsung high and Nokia low, I get 16K for high and 45K for low.
Very good.
And if for Samsung low and Nokia high, I get 45K for low and 16K for high.
Okay.
Then finally for both low, I will get each of it is 27K.
Very good. Can you look at, everyone can look at my screen? Is it same like what Yapsini told us just now? Correct, right? Thank you, Yapsini.
Thank you.
Is it hard? No, right?
No.
No. So it means that you get high and high, 40 and 40, because you will split evenly. Same go to the low and low, you get split evenly, 27, 27. High for Samsung, low for Nokia, 1645. The other way around will be if Nokia will set high, Samsung will set low. So this should be what you get. So we have still 9 minutes. So let's look the second question. Okay. Derive the equilibrium strategy. Okay, the equilibrium strategy. It means they ask to find the pure Nash equilibrium. Okay, I will call someone now because we already understand what is equilibrium. So I'll call Zulaika. Are you there?
Yes, Doctor.
Hi, Zulaika. Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam, Doctor.
Okay, can you find us the pure strategy equilibrium? There is any Nash equilibrium or not in the pure strategy?
Oh, wait, Doctor. Yes.
Okay, I will show you this one. This one. Okay, from here, is there any Nash equilibrium?
Yes.
Which one?
The low and low price 27.
Low,
1,000.
low and low price. Hello?
Hello. Yes. Doctor.
Only low and low?
Yes. Only
Low and low. Okay. Why high and high cannot be another equilibrium, yeah?
Because I'm doing the method that we choose which one is the higher. So I only circle the 27,000 both.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Zulaika. And Wong Jiaguan, Wong Jun Guan.
Yes, Doctor.
Hi, good afternoon, boy.
Good afternoon, Doctor.
Did you agree with the result that given by Zulaika? 27,
Yes.
27?
Yes, Doctor.
Correct.
Yes.
It's not hard, right? Okay, let's look on this one. Okay, definitely will come 27 and 27,000. Very good. Thank you, boy.
Okay.
Okay, this question purposely I want to ask for the final question. We have 7 minutes. Example why this is an example of the prisoner dilemma. Anyone want to try? I will give you 5 ringgit. I will just open the question now. I don't want to call name. Why this is an example of prisoner dilemma game. Do you remember what is prisoner dilemma? Anyone? Or do you think 5 ringgit is too small for all of you? If not, I'm going to call someone. Okay. Anyone? None. Okay. So I will call. Who is the user 174453? Hello? The name is user 174453. Hello? Okay, never mind. I don't know who is the user 174453. Definitely, I've never put this one as attendance unless you let me know who are you. Okay, back to Nurul Izati. Are you there? Izati? Hi. Okay. No Shahida? No Shahida. Hai, kenapa semua diam? Okay. Who's that?
Syahida.
Boleh kau sikit adik? Hello?
Hello.
Okay, Shahida, why you think this is an example of prisoner dilemma game? By the way, what is the prisoner dilemma? Tak apa, boleh explain bahasa Melayu pun. No worries.
Yang apa ni decision yang first player tu affect the second player.
Okay, bagaimana dia akan effect? Maksudnya, kenapa nama dia prisoner dilemma? Tak pasti? Okay, no worries. Okay, let's call another girl. I would like to call Gaulalan.
Yes, doctor.
Hi, Gaulalan. Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon, doctor.
Yeah, Ahmad Arif. Yeah, correct. If you can answer it, you can get 5 ringgit. Okay, Gaulalan, what do you understand about prisoner dilemma?
President Lima, sometime.
No, just try, girl. Just try. Sometime. You did not know, is it?
This is question 3.
What? Yeah, question number 2. Yeah, question number 3. Yeah, explain why the example of prisoner dilemma. But before that, I would like to ask what is prisoner dilemma?
Example.
It's okay, girl. If you don't know, don't worry.
I'm not.
Okay, no worries.
Sorry,
Okay, anyone? Arif, you want to try?
Okay, Doctor. Wait, hold on. Okay, Doctor. So,
First of all, what is prisoner dilemma, boy?
okay, prisoner's dilemma is like the one where if two people kena tangkap with the police, and then like you build like what like their decision lah. One confess, one like remain silent, and then like how it's gonna affect them.
Okay.
If based on the decisions that they're gonna make lah. So I feel like it's the same. It's an example because in prisoner dilemma, like if both people confess, then like both of them will get the same sentence for like the jail, and then if both remain silent, or which is the decision, if both remain silent, also they will get like less prison sentence. So like the same way here, if both of them put low price, they're gonna get like more or less money. Like the reward is the profit lah, right?
Yep. Okay.
So if both of them put high price, then both of the companies will enjoy a higher profit. And if both of them put low price, then both of them are gonna just get the same profit lah. But in the same way, prisoner's dilemma will get like the same sentence, like jail sentence like that.
But why they choose finally low and low?
Why they choose finally low and low?
In the
Because
prisoner dilemma cases.
Because that's the best strategy if they follow the pure Nash equilibrium lah. If both of them confess, then they're gonna get more jail sentence. So here also the same thing. If both of them put the low price, they will get lower demand, right?
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Arif. You can get 5 ringgit from me.
Thank you, Doctor.
Okay, welcome. Thank you, Arif. Good explanation. By the way, prisoner dilemma, it means that the best response of the player when they will never believe their opponent. Okay, that's how prisoner dilemma game usually, although they can, let's say in the jail, they can go in a shorter period, but finally they will choose the longer period because they will not believe on another person. Okay, this is the pure inefficiency of Nash equilibrium. We call Nash equilibrium, but we call this one an inefficiency Nash equilibrium or inefficient Nash, because if you look from this one, the table here. If we both set a high price and a high price and you are very rational and you can believe between each other, definitely they will get higher profit. But they does not have any agreement. They does not believe in other firms or their opponent firms. That's why they maintain with low and low finally. This is called inefficient Nash equilibrium. It's still equilibrium, but inefficient Nash, because if you have a belief, if you have the complete information, and if you have a binding agreement, definitely you can go for high price and high price. Okay, so that's all until now. Thank you. Congratulations. Most of you already start to understand how pure and mixed working on. Next, we will continue on our Friday. We will continue first on question number 3. Try to have a look. It is a very interesting question. We'll try to make you think harder. And after that, we will continue with our lecture on what? It's supposed to be n% game. We now start to move more than 2% game. Okay, that's all. Anything you want to ask me? If not, sure. I will send the question, the complete question now in our group and also in the e-learn. Okay, thank you very much. That's all. Assalamualaikum and bye. Please take care.